doing? We are also liking the live, so we're a little behind there too. Let's see. Thank you for the daily heart meets. We're 3 minutes in. We're at 1.5K. So if we could start liking the live, that would be amazing, friends. YT friends, I had to start over, so I appreciate you all being here. Feel free to come in, ask questions. We are live. Let me see if I can hear myself. I'm going to take a listen on the YT and see if I can hear myself. Yeah, so I can hear myself. So I have sound now. I'm not sure what happened. It's been doing the no sound thing to me the last couple lives. Not sure why that happens, but you guys, we gotta go with the flow. Go with the flow. I thought it was something wrong with my phone. I couldn't hear you. That's okay, friend. I appreciate you supporting. Thank you so much. Let me come over here. Thank you all, friends, and we're liking the live. Yeah, Pals, she popped in, so thank you, friend, too. She's used to it. Pals is used to it. So whenever there's no sound, it's a me issue. It's not normally your side, it's normally my side. I'm not sure why that happened. I just updated the app too, so I need to go back and check and see if there's another update. So it might be another update in there. All right, friends, we are starting this a little different. So let's see where we're at. We're 4 minutes into the live stream. 4 minutes into the live stream. Let's see if we can get some more likes. We're a little behind our path here. So appreciate you all supporting. How you doing, Houston? I did not say hi to everybody coming in. You guys are so kind. So I appreciate you all coming in. Stephanie, thank you so much for joining. Mrs. H. We got user with all the numbers as store. Thank you so much for being here as well. We got Diamond Beatable Pals. I appreciate you all coming in. Thank you so much for joining the live. So this is the live stream. I talk about all things going live streaming tips, helping beginners go live. This is a space for budding live hosts, people who are trying to go live, trying to understand this app from a strategic perspective. Like you're coming in, you're going to ask questions, you're going to engage heavily because what you're going to do is actually do the things you want your viewers to do. So we talk about the value and importance of doing those things, how you can leverage this information for your stream. You can apply it in terms of how you want people to engage with your live stream, asking them to support by liking, sharing, commenting, and then ultimately getting your daily heart me and supporting any of your goals, your gifting goals that you have. And so those are things that you have to do, whether you like it or not. But you want to make sure your live is activated. All right. That's how TikTok knows you're here. It will start sending more people into your room. So you want to make sure you have that support from your viewers. This is an engagement app. So if you are not engaging, then you're not going to see as many people flow in your room. That's the reality of it. And so you want to make sure you understand the rules of engagement. Okay, friends. So let me know if you have questions. In the meantime, put questions in the chat. I'll make sure I take this in the direction that you want me to take it into. I had someone come to my live earlier. Not my live. I was on someone's live as a guest, actually. I was in these streets earlier in the morning, and they were asking about TikTok Shop. So I might talk about TikTok Shop a little bit if we need to go there. Legacy, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for that daily heart me in the rose. Appreciate your friend. Appreciate everybody on the YT as well. Thank you so much, friends, coming over to the YT. And in the meantime, we are tapping. We're at 6.4K likes. We're 7 minutes in, so we're a little behind. So let's see if we can pick up the pace on those likes. And so that way TikTok knows we are here. We're actively engaging. And this warm up, so the first 10K in 10 minutes is actually really good because TikTok sees this activity happening in your room. You want to warm up your room. I don't play music, but I tell people playing music, having some fun way of getting that engagement jump started in your room would be great. All right. You'll see some live hosts, they're playing some music. They're doing some things to kind of get people to start mingling and tapping. All right. Hi, nice to see you again. Nice to see you as well, friend. Thank you so much. Are my likes coming in? Let's see, friend. I will let you know. Yeah, you got 1K likes. Thank you. You contributed to 1K of those likes up there. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate that. Lisa G, how are you? Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for that daily heart me. Appreciate the support. Everybody coming in, appreciate the support on the YT as well. So we are 8 minutes in, we are at 8.1K likes. So let's see if we can pick it up just a wee bit more. And that way we will surpass that goal. Good morning, everybody. So, you guys will see that we do this early in the live stream, and then what will happen? Hey, Kay, what will happen? Thank you for the shares. Is that you are going to want to share, and then we're going to see the flash goal. The flash goal has been kind of a hit and miss thing lately for me. So we're going to see how this works, but hopefully it's not a high number, something like heart me's either. So it's been a little interesting how TikTok has been doing the flash goal, but let's make sure if you have questions about the flash goal, let me know because I want you guys to understand. Oh, look at you reaching. Congratulations, 10K likes as well. And we did that in 9 minutes, y'all. We did it. We did it. We did it. I appreciate all the support with that. So again, the way I did it, and obviously I was a little discombobulated with the YT situation. So I was trying to make sure I was getting that together. You guys on the YT, I had to start the live over because I had no sound. So that threw me off. But again, that first 10 minutes, if you can get that 10K likes in 10 minutes, that's a good thing. And so what you'll see is the flash goals should be coming to us in the next few minutes. I'm going live for the first time tonight. Any tips are greatly appreciated. Lisa G, welcome to the room, friend. Um, any tips in particular is what I just did. So the first 10 minutes, make sure hopefully you can get so that's the first time. Let me say this. First time meaning that you've never gone live before. You don't even have full access yet. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, friend. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you here. I'm assuming you, Lisa G, you don't have live access yet. Well, I mean, you have live access, but you have not gone live and done the first three so that you can have full access. Hey, Melanie, I saw you as well. Hey, friends coming into the room. I see you, 1-800 Colette. Thank you so much. I am April K. Welcome to the room. Hi, friend. Hello, grabbing a daily heart, me, Colette. Appreciate your friend. Let me know, Lisa G. I don't know if that's the case. If it is in fact the case that you have not done your first three, never gone live, I am with GQ. So wait a minute, friend. So wait a minute. You're with the live host agency GQ, and you never gone live before. What did you do? Like a quick 3 minute live or something? Something you had to go on live because they couldn't have invited you if you didn't have live access. So I'm assuming you've gone live at least once, and you just did a quick one, a quick 10 minutes, maybe. That's what it was. What's the agency stuff? Hey, big things. I am a creative network agency too, so I'll talk about it in a second, friend. I went live for an hour after we talked. Now it says I have my service revoked. What you mean your service revoked? What happened? What did you do with the last Stephanie? What just happened? What you mean your live service? Teamwork, legacy, hey friend. Um, things just went a little different. So what just happened here? So I'm still trying to get on to Lisa. Like, how did you join an agency and you had not gone live? That's actually not possible. So I'm assuming you gone live at least once. So we're gonna assume that. You said mine too. What does mine too mean? Mine too. Hold on. It says Service Plus access revoke. Oh, Service Plus. TikTok just gave us the flash goal. It's the ice cream cones. I'm gonna pin it. It was Service Plus was revoked. What happened? Did you use it? Did you set it up? I'm not sure what's going on with Service Plus. That's a good. I don't know, friend. My live is restricted for a week. For showing out body. Yeah. Yeah. That nudity violation is real. Yeah, friend. TikTok is not playing with that one. So was it something like you showed too much skin? I can send you a screenshot. Okay, yeah, send me a screenshot. I'll take a look at it, friend. Let me say this, Stephanie. Let me be clear. So my people in the room, I am a creative network agency. So if you belong to an agency, even my friend who's with GQ, I cannot coach or poach you. Okay. So let me be clear about that. So if you're with an agency, you really should be talking to your agency managers to kind of answer some of these questions. You really should be talking to them. You should be asking them how to go live, how to navigate, how to do all the things. Now, That may be a distinguishing factor between me and others, but that's neither here nor there. So I can't coach or poach, but I'm happy to answer questions. We'll just pretend like things are what they are. So just know, you said, oh, I didn't know if you. Oh, okay, I assumed you were. But send me a message then, friend. You said it wasn't you. Yours was Service Plus. Colette said body parts. Yours was Service Plus. I don't know what you saw, Colette. When I didn't, I peeled it. It was denied. Colette said, I don't know what I did. Colette, did you have too much skin showing, friend? TikTok is a little funny about the skin. My live is restricted for a week. Yeah, for showing our body. So I'm not sure what happened, friend. How many ice creams do we send? One per person. I'm sorry. Let me do this. So the flash goal, we got 4 of 15. We do have the flash goal running. I understand some of y'all got some stuff going on. So let's talk through that. This is so interesting. So the Service Plus thing, I'm not sure what's happening there. So I would definitely tell you, um, Stephanie, you said we believe our lead generation. We believe our lead. We believe our lead generation. What did you do? Wait a minute. I'm not sure. But is that because of Service Plus? You were getting one moment, I'll write it. Okay. No, we did not. Follow Precious, my backup account in here. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, that's Precious. Okay, gotcha, friend. Um, Hello, is the flash goal one per person? The flash goal is one per person. It is Diamond. Diamond, the flash goal is one per person. And I am reading comments and let me get to the flash goal because let's focus on the flash goal for 1 second. So yes. We said we believe our lead generation tools are not suitable for your live. Oh, okay, that's what you got. That's the message you got. Okay, interesting. Lisa, how you doing, friend? Good morning. Thank you all. Hey, Dr. Michelle, appreciate you sharing out the live. I'm here for all the live tips. You are welcome, friend. Come on in. Others come in the room. I appreciate you joining. If you guys don't mind sharing out the live, and if you have not supported the flash goal, which is one per person, thank you so much, Lisa, for coming in. Others joining the live. I appreciate you all. And my make sure that you guys are sharing out the live, doing a power share. That's when you hold down my nose, the middle of the screen, and you can send it out to other people. That's called a power share. So if you guys don't mind supporting that way, and also the flash goal. So that flash goal is one per person in the room. We only need 15. So if we can get that flash goal completed, we can kind of go into our topic. We only need 4 more. Oh my gosh. You guys are rocking and rolling. Please, thank you for your support. So entertainment rather than booking services. Service Plus isn't the right fit. You're right, Stephanie. So no, you don't need Service Plus. So no, you don't need Service Plus. So yeah, you don't need to send me anything. Service Plus is not for you if you're not looking to offer a digital service of some sort, whether it's consultations, your ebook, your mentorship, whatever it is. So you don't need Service Plus. So yeah, you don't need it. So don't worry about it. I'm here to do all things. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you. And that is what is revoked. Yeah. So yeah, the Service Plus got removed. My friends here with somebody's comment got filtered. So make sure whatever you are writing, you might want to reword it so TikTok does not filter you. Can I still ask questions to learn? 7 Meg, you can ask questions to learn. I'm happy to answer questions. I just, you heard me make that comment about coach and poach. I got to be cognizant of that. So and I'm not on my agency page either, but as a agency owner and manager, I just got to be cognizant of what I share, how I say it, what I'm doing, because people are always watching. And they can go back and be like, oh, she's doing this, she's doing that. And so I want to be cognizant of that. So just know, when it comes to agency conversations and questions about just mechanics of the live and stuff like that, I try to make sure I separate the two, and I'll talk about going live. I try not to be in people's inboxes because those are messages and I don't want people to misinterpret what I'm saying or what I'm doing to support folks. Okay. Um, so yeah, you definitely can. I send the screenshot so you can see the whole message. Okay, appreciate it, Fran. I appreciate that. Yes, I understand. Yeah, okay, thank you, friend. It was good stopping by your live too. Good morning, everyone. How you doing, Tara? Thank you so much for coming in. I completely understand the agency thing. Yes, yes. Yeah, you got to be careful with that. So, thank you so much, Alex. Alex, but Lisa, stay with me. Ultimately, what I will say is that those very first couple lives, you're doing this. You're in your chat. You're engaging. You're talking to people. You're getting to know people. Your topic will come, and I tell people try to start doing the topic conversations, maybe live number 4 or 5. But the first 3, try to get to know people in the room. Hey, Miss Vicky, and try to play around with the features. Know what's here. So that's what I would tell you. That's what I would tell you to do today. Hello, Stephanie. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, friend. I think you're talking to somebody else. You want to at symbol them. St. Mary's, Georgia. Oh, that's where you're from? Is that? It's a beautiful day. Oh, okay. Awesome. I didn't know that was, I think that's a location. Awesome. Awesome. Um, those here, thank you so much for supporting the Flash Go. That came quickly. I appreciate you guys coming through and supporting that Flash Go. So thank you so much. We got our 10K in 10 minutes. We got our Flash Go early. We achieved it. Okay. You want to like and share. So you see the hearts flowing here. That is called liking the live. If you are not familiar with how to like a live, you're literally tapping the screen. As you are coming into someone's live, that support, I call that the free support. And then there's support you need coins on your account for. Thank you so much for that hat mustache. Appreciate you, Dr. Michelle. Good morning, Natty Nat. How are you? How do we create a flash goal? The flash goal you don't create, Jay. That's the thing that you want to keep in mind. That is not yours. That is TikTok. TikTok will send that to you in your live. It's a random 1 coin gift that you're asking your viewers to support. And so, as you are thinking about this, I tell people don't dismiss the flash goal. I don't care if you're the only person in your room. Don't dismiss it. Let it stay going on. It's a 15-minute flash goal. It's a random gift. You don't know what they're going to send. And then there may be people who come in your room and come in and support it. So don't dismiss it. It's something you want to activate. What I've noted is that if you let that, is usually a 1 coin gift, and sometimes it's the daily heart meet, which is kind of harder because people come in and get their daily heart meet early, and then when that flash goal pops in, it's like, ugh, everybody in the room got their daily heart meet already. So now you're hoping for new people to do it. And so with that, I tell people not to ignore it though. Keep doing it, see what happens, as well as you are, if you're somebody who tends to dismiss it and don't do the flash goal or even don't achieve it all the time, TikTok, I've seen them increase the coin amount. So it's like TikTok's way to say, okay, is your room being productive? All right. You need that productivity. You need people to engage in your live stream. You do need the likes, the shares, the comments, the watching, the free stuff, but you also do need the gifting. All right. So it is a combination. And so as you are going live, and I tell people all the time, you're sowing into people, you're sowing into others with the hope, not necessarily that they have to do it, but with the hope that they will sow into you as well, and you will reap the benefit from that. So just know that this is all about how do you engage, how do you support, and then ultimately, how does that come back to you because other people are supporting your live stream. Everything here is optional. People don't have to do things, but you do want to make sure that you're encouraging people to support, that you are getting some early engagement in your live stream. Um, that makes sense. I definitely need to work on the effects and how gifts work. Yes, friend. Yep, absolutely. Let me catch up on some more comments. Someone got a violation for risky financial transactions by sending me a rose yesterday. Oh, I don't know what that one's about. The viewer got it. You didn't get it. The viewer received it. I don't know. Maybe it's how their account was set up. I don't know. Thank you very much. Title gift of the hat mustache. Appreciate you, Miss Darlene. You said, yeah, I'm not sure why that would have been the case. I'm assuming the viewer got it. Hold on 1 second. Let me catch up on some comments. I'm going to go back up a little bit. Um, so yeah, that's the flash go. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome, everybody coming in. Appreciate it. Um, so yes. Good morning, I'm written unstoppable. Do you follow a script? Do I follow a script? No, I actually don't. All this is coming off the top of my head. I have no idea what campaigns are about. Oh, Lisa G. Yeah, well, yeah, you definitely need to talk to your agency. They do a lot of agency campaigns as well as TikTok's campaigns here. There's actually a screen placed under the Live Center for campaigns. So I'll show that in a second. But yeah, that's where you want to go and just see the different campaigns. You're encouraged to sign up for campaigns. You should sign up for campaigns. It's really great to support and push you out, more visibility. Please follow Precious, my backup. You said your anonymous account. Okay, Colette, you said that's the other account. Make sure it is engaging as well in the chat. Hello, Jay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's see, friends. Thank you for the shares. Let's see, friends. Thank you for your time and information. You're welcome, Stephanie. So yeah, what I'm not getting much gifting yet. I want to be able to add more value to my lives. Yes, it's going to be a combination. I'm sorry, you all. It's going to be a combination of value plus encouraging people to support your lives. So you're gonna be doing both, over time. Um, Let's see. Let me catch up on some comments. Thank you all for supporting. Lisa said, no, the viewer got it. Yeah, it might have been something about the way their account was set up. I'm not sure why that would have been the case. Weird. Yeah. Was it funny money? That's what Natty's saying. She said maybe the money was funny. I hear you, friend. It might have been. It might have been something about what they were doing was not on the up and up. So yeah. TikTok caught it. Um, Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Are you an agency? I am an agency. I'm an agency owner and manager. So when you saw me, Stephanie, so I did I was visiting this morning one of our newer creators, Chica Lifestyles. She had gone live early in the morning and I was chatting with her and supporting her live stream because I hadn't seen her in a while, to be honest with you. So she ain't been around. So I decided I would pop in on her. And so that's what you saw. I was giving her some tips and advice on her live, but she is in the agency. Um, how we start grow live rooms. Okay, hey, how we start grow live rooms. You want to know how to start them? Digital money, mama. Give me a second. I'm going to talk about the grow rooms. I tell people if you are interested in having one of those rooms and like that's what you want to focus on. Um, 7X, you said how to put text on the screen. So this is a board. So I'll talk about that too. I'm going to do a video for a board. I keep saying I'm going to do one so you guys can just go to the video. Hey, Luna, see you, friend. I tell people you go to those reasons, you go to those grow rooms, those engagement rooms for a reason, not a season. So those are rooms that are really transient. As a live host, you are asking for people just to come in and support in for that live because you never know if you're going to see them again. So it is really transient. Okay. The real Victor, thank you so much for being here. So you are not getting like real solid ingrained supporters, people who are coming back, getting your daily heartbeat constantly and supporting your live stream. You get people for a few days maybe who come in and do what they need to do to get to their milestone number, whatever number that is, and then they go on and they leave. You get a lot of bots. You get a lot of shady characters. You get a lot of that going on in those rooms. So you got to know what you're doing when you're trying to start up that type of room, and you got to be careful too, because your room does have to have value and substance. If they just see it as um, a follow for follow type experience or gifting, it's just happening in a disingenuous way, genuous way, TikTok will suspend your gifting. You will get a restriction and violation for because of follow for follow. So you got to be very tactful and careful about what you're saying, how you're saying things, how you're getting people to support the live, what type of value you're offering, in the meantime, in that live stream. And a lot of times there's not a lot of value. There's music being played, some stuff, and just some random things being shared. But for the most part, and for that reason too, TikTok usually frowns on those type of rooms too. Lisa, you said, how do you join my agency? I'm new here. How you doing, Cindy? Thank you so much. Lisa, give me 1 second. I'm gonna talk about my agency. Stephanie asked the same question. Let me talk about boards first because I know 7Meg asked that question. And so I want to make sure I answer that question as well. Thank you all for coming in. Hey, Moonflower, did I say hi to you, friend? Thank you so much for being here. Board. This is a board real quick. Boards are under, put in the chat, where are boards located? Who knows? Who knows? Put it in the chat for me. I put a little list together of words I can't say. Okay, that's good. I'm going live, but not with others because I can't control them. You got to be careful about the I tell you guys all the time, you got to be careful about those guests that you bring up. I don't bring guests up unless they've been in my fan club at least 5 times, 5 to 10 times, depends on the person, depends on the questions being asked to y'all. I'm just gonna say that. So it's like, oh, this person is doing the most. So, and you can peep it. You see, y'all see it, I see it, y'all see it. So, I go live, but not with, let's see. And then effects, settings is under settings. Money Mama, it is under settings. Colette got it right. So make sure you are going under settings, under Magic Wand or setting board. Yep, that's it. So when you're live, you can get to your board to cut it on or off. You can't write it. You can't edit it while you're live. You got to do it before the live. But when you're live, I can switch out my boards. I can change it to other boards. So I can turn it on and off if I needed to. So that's the thing that you want to keep in mind. But when you create it, you're creating your boards beforehand. Dr. Michelle said, "Yep, you talking about the people coming up in your room? You can tell." Colette, you said you've been with me for 400 minutes. Awesome, friend. Thank you all. Thank you all who are coming in. Appreciate you. Happy. I think I saw you come in, grab your daily heart. Me appreciate everybody. If I missed it, you said yes. Dr. Michelle does relationship advice. So she is talking from experience, y'all. She's like, I know the questions I get, Doc. She said, I know what you're talking about. So, okay, so here we're gonna go to my shop page. I just want to show my friend 7 Meg, and then I'll go into the agency talk. I usually reserve that for a little bit later. Thank you so much, Josh. Thank you so much, Joshina. If you click the plus, I'm just gonna click it here. We're just gonna do a quick shortcut. We're gonna go live to the live side. And then let me flip my camera so you guys can see it correctly. And so here, you see how these boxes are here, these different icons. There's an arrow right here. It shortens them. And then if you press the arrow, I'm sorry, be nice. There we go. It may be boards, may be a box here. For this account, it's a box. It's an icon. So I don't have to go to settings. So if you don't see it under settings, maybe click here, click that little arrow and make sure it's not listed under there. That's probably where it's at. Hey, thank you so much. I'm Written Unstoppable. Can you show mirroring? um, when you go live, you get to the mirroring screen. So if you are live, there's 3 dots in the corner of the live stream. So once you start going live, you'll see it. And let me say this, my friend, Beautiful, when you go live, you said, OMG, the arrow. You didn't know the arrow was, I pointed that out because somebody else recently, I met with somebody and it was like, I didn't even know that was a thing. So I realized, I was like, well, let me just point this out. So yeah, apparently that's missing a lot of people. Yeah, that arrow's there. Um, but my friend Beatable, there's 3 dots in the lower right corner. Click that, and that's where you would see mirror your video. Yeah, that's where it's at. You said it's too small. No, I didn't have that feature. Oh, you thought you didn't have that feature? Yeah, that's probably where it's at. You probably have it as a standalone icon, a board for yourself. Yeah, so and on this account though, it is under settings. So when I click settings, boards, right there. Okay. So this is your board feature. There's a plus symbol. You're going to click the plus symbol and you will click general, multi-guest. You know how you have the boxes of people who are in your room? A board could be you could create a box. One of those boxes can be a board. So you have that option. However, in this case, we're going to do general where you get this, a board that you're going to have here. You said, you're so helpful. Thank you. You're welcome. Last night I had moderators. Did you? Okay, that's good. That's good. Moderators are helpful for pinning comments and stuff. Um, so for your live stream, thank you all for coming in. Thank you for the follows. I appreciate everybody coming in, supporting the live. Um, where you have wanted to go live, how do you do that? Is that a board? Where you have want to go live? Yeah, that's a board. That's a board. Yes. That's called a board. I've heard people come in here and say banners, but no, this is a board. The under the setting here it says boards. Yep. Hello, how you doing, Angie? Thank you all. Thank you for that daily heart me, my friend. Slamming. I'm sorry, ladies. What does connected mean? Laugh out loud. It's precious. So it's a word you don't want to use, actually. That's what she said. What does connected mean? Yeah, precious, you don't want to use that word. That's again, that's part of those grow room cultures. You said no. You can't make mine look like that. I can't make mine look like that. Laugh out loud. Yeah, you don't have that feature yet, probably. This is like an enhanced board. They created some enhancements to the board feature and it hasn't rolled out. So this account does not have it either. I don't have the ability to make it look like this on this account. Um, can I say I got you? Not good either. Not good either. So the language from those grow rooms, people say connected, gotcha. Um, what's the other words they use? Y'all know all the words. Followed, all the things. And that's language that means okay, so scooped. Yeah, that's another one. Scooped. All this stuff. Pre- so yes, Precious and Colette is the same account. Yes. Hello, dear. How are you, friend? Scooped. Yeah. So that language is from those rooms where again, the connotation is that follow for follow. Like I connected to you, you're gonna connect back with me. Hey Dennis, how you doing, friend? And that's not the case. I mean, well, let me take that back. It's not always the case. Scoop me up, that type of stuff. Yeah. All those things are grow room language. You don't want that to be how you operate in other rooms. Like this ain't a grow room. Let's be real about it. You are trying to cultivate authentic engagement with people. You want people to then engage in your content. You want them to come to your live stream. You want them to make it such that you are now becoming a friend. I connect with you, you connect back with me, we are now friends. All right. And so when you use that language, I'm just scooping you up just to get the number. In those rooms, that's what they do, as opposed to really being intentional about who you're trying to bring into your community. All right, because your community has a topic you're going to cover, some value you're going to add, and people are going to want to connect with you because of that content. So the next phase of this is that you're going to be really intentional too about who you're picking up, because you're like, okay, these are people who have similar interests, and so hopefully we will engage with each other's content because we're seeing each other's feeds and all the things that come with building a community and being fan club members. All right. So that's the whole thing. So my friend, she's like, Joshua, she said, what is connected? But they followed you, and when they say that language, they're hoping that you follow them back. Now it's up to you. You can look at somebody's bio and say, oh, well, maybe I'll follow them back. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'm going to get my numbers up. Maybe I'll do it. Whatever the case may be. But you don't have to. So I just say maybe change your language as you're connecting with people. Just say, hello, friend. How are you? Hope you're having a good day. Um, I read your bio. I see something in there, name something about their bio. That's like genuine, authentic engagement. Do you have to certain amount of number of besties to get the enhanced board? You know what, Cindy? I don't know if that's the case because the person I met with the other day, she didn't have a lot of friends. I want to say she was under 1,000, and thank you so much, Lisa G. Um, I think she was under 1,000, but she had it. So I want to say it may be the updates to the app. Maybe there's some other things that you're doing as a live host. Maybe you're going live more frequently, and TikTok sees you, as a live host and adds that board. I have no idea. How many in the room? If you're in the agency already, who has the more enhanced board? My board was also reading me. There's an AI board. So I also got that feature where it was creating boards for me based on my live stream topic. So it was understanding what I was talking about, and it created like 10 different boards. And some of the words were not legit. So I'm going to talk about that in a second. So I had to go in and make some edits to it. So you want to always make sure you change and tweak, because anything that is done by AI doesn't always mean that it is perfect and in compliance with TikTok. Hey, Black Lotus, I saw you come in. You said, I agree with you. Thank you so much, Cindy. I appreciate that, friend. I would like to go live 3 times this week to launch my own product ministry. Is that possible? Um, do you have live access yet, friend? I mean, have you gone live before? Yeah, you could do that. It's possible. You got to turn on a couple of features, audience control and content disclosure. It's the first two things that come in my mind when you say your own products. Are they physical products or digital? Hello, friends. Thank you so much. Glad you asked. Glad she asked. Yes, yes. Good points. Thank you so much. Great points. Say great. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you for the tips. That's why I'm a fan. You're so welcome, friend. I found out I needed 500 plus followers to go live on that account. 50 plus followers. Yes, yes. That'll get you in a blue box. You know, I tell you that engagement is signaling to TikTok that you are an engaged viewer. You haven't, you know the etiquette of what happens in a live room and how to properly engage, and that's how you get it too. That engagement box matters as well. The blue box next to people's name. I got monetized with under 500 followers. Going to be okay. That's it. Yeah, going to make a third um, part video on how you can too. Okay, Desiree Enterprise, awesome, awesome. Yeah, under 500. Yeah, TikTok will give you live access pretty early on. Monetizing through live can happen as the first form of monetization on this app. Think if you use the AI feature and effects, it opens it up all the way. You think that's it? That you think that's what it is, Moonflower? I mean, I was using it, so maybe Moonflower is You said in effects. What AI feature and effects? What do you mean by that, friend? You're talking about the different, um, it's an AI feature and effects, you said. Did I miss it? How do you join your agency? You did not miss it, friend. You did not miss it. I haven't said yet. Give me 1 second. I let the dog out. No, you didn't miss it. Give me 5 minutes. I'm gonna switch to that. Um, I have to get ready for my live. Send your message. Okay, friend. Anybody who wants to join the agency without me doing my spiel, real quick, I'm gonna pin my card. Message me here. Just say I'm interested in the agency. And then I'm gonna do my spill anyway. But send a message on here. If you click this box here, or if you click the Service Plus arrow in the corner, just message and say I'm interested in the agency. And then that way I'll be sure to capture you when I get off the live and send you my page for the agency. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, friends. This is a Service Plus feature where you can pin cards too. Hello, friends. Thank you so much. No, first timer. Appreciate your friend. I've been going live once or twice a day for the past week. All right, Stephanie, that's good. Morning, evenings. Okay, good, good, good. That's good. So I got to put money on that account. Yes, you do, ma'am. Yep, you got to put money on both accounts. Any account that you have that's engaging on live, you got to make sure there's some coins on it. I can't stand when people come in my live and hit follow and then leave. Um, yeah, that is not bad. Actually, why did I say this? I was like, let me see, is that a bad thing? No, that's not a bad thing. Let me explain that, Cindy. No, that's not a bad thing. You actually want that. You actually do want it. Because when you get to the monetization piece, you got to have 5 followers. And so if you got people just randomly coming to your live and hitting follow and leaving, you're grabbing followers that way. So it is what it is, but I would say that's not a bad thing if people just do those random follows and leaves. But because that's part of each time you go live, that's part of your scale live reward. So you do want that. So I was like, that's not a bad thing. No, that's good. That's actually a good thing. So panel has AI feature, and after you use it, it seems to open up. So oh, you're talking about the AI wallpaper? Is that what you're talking about? The AI wallpaper? That time I used that? Okay. I wouldn't be surprised. That's true. Let me know if that's what you meant. We were doing it today in Chica Lives. That's how I met Stephanie. I've been going live once. So okay, you said that. Okay, yes, friend. Yes, that's good. Very new. First time joining your live. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, friends. Um, how do you get clients? How do you get clients? Legacy wellness. Give me 1 second. Let me finish out this board conversation, and I'm going to talk about the other features real quick. I'm on this point monetizing. I'm at that point monetizing. Yep, yep. That helps with my lives. People I'm doing and following, but leave. Yes, yes. I agree, but not a bad thing. Yeah, it's not a bad thing. It's not ideal to have them leave, but if they're coming in, if they're doing anything else but following you, that's good. That's good. That's not bad. No, if they gonna do something instead of putting a negative comment in the chat and then leaving, that's bad. So, so you want them to at least follow and leave, okay? But at least you get that following to meet your yes your 5 quota, and hopefully they come back and hang. Yes, exactly, exactly. Try to make it 500. Exactly. You trying to make it to 500. Gotcha, friend. Okay, so really quickly, so you're gonna create a board. Couple things about boards. I'm just gonna say this because I'm gonna get off this screen here. Make sure you do not put the word TikTok or any social media on your board. Make sure you do not put a website on your board or your green screen, anywhere on your screen. Do not put a website. Make sure you do not put pricing. You cannot put pricing on your boards or on other features either. Make sure you do not put personal identifying information, your name, your phone number. Make sure you avoid that too. They will restrict you or suppress your views because they see that as pushing people off the platform. All right. Can you use TT on the board? I would avoid it. Um, I don't know if I would. I mean, you probably could, and I don't think it'll be as impactful if you put TT on the board. So I think it could work. You don't see TikTok on my board. I could have easily said want to go live on TikTok or TT. I could have wrote that. I would just say don't use it. It's not necessary. Thank you so much, Melissa. Appreciate the love you so much. So so that's my 2 cents about it, but definitely be careful. I've seen people put other social media platforms. That's a no-no. Let me say this out loud too. If you have a social media platform, TikTok included, pricing, website, identifying information in your bio, remove that also. All right. Because again, those are type of things that will trip you when you come live. And then you're like, hey, I didn't even say anything. And they said, I got a restriction for pushing people off the platform. It was what's in your bio too. So keep that in mind. Thank you, Precious. Look at you, Precious. AKA Colette. Thank you so much, Razzle. Thank you so much for being here as well. So I would say go back and reevaluate your bio as a live host. Those are things that will trip people. And then the website in the link in the link in your bio, your website in your bio is also something else you're gonna have to remove. Y'all gonna say, hey, can I have a link tree? Hey, can I have a beacon? Hey, can I have a stand? Do I have all the things? You have to remove it. So yes, yes. Thank you so much for that. My name is Domain. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate your friend. Thank you for supporting. Yes. RJ, um, I'm gonna have to come back and talk about your engagement. So yeah, so give me 1 second. I'm gonna circle back in a second. Thank you all for supporting. See, yes. Thank you so much, friend. Um, so yeah, you got to go live. You do got to go live. Just go live and start building and growing that way. Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. All right. So the other thing I wanted to just show you guys real quick. So my friends who are looking to talk about their services and stuff, you want to turn on, if you're selling a physical or a digital product, for the most part, turn on your audience control. That means this live is limited to age 18 years and older. Keep that in mind. People who minors cannot purchase items, so you got to be careful about that. If you do TikTok shop and you turn on your shopping cart, it automatically turns on audience control. So you don't have minors in your live. You might get some crude, rude people that pass through, but for the most part, you're not going to have minors. So keep that in mind. Turn on the audience control. If you're talking about a topic that's very sensitive, maybe adult in nature, maybe it's a more mature conversation, maybe it's trauma or something else that is triggering, turn on your audience control. All right. You don't want minors in your room. As the first time, what do I need to turn on when I'm doing my own products? Turn on your audience control. Audience control. The other thing you're going to turn on at the very bottom of this settings area is content disclosure. Turn on your content disclosure if you're selling products, if you're representing your brand. Again, if you're talking about something that's very personal and traumatic and whatever the case may be, if it's violent in nature, something that happened to you, anything like that, TikTok will shut your live. You'll get a violation. Your live will end. So be careful about that. You don't want to talk about something that is very traumatic. and you don't have on that audience control. Now, again, don't mean that they may not shut you down, but still, at least it kind of gives a little bit more protection about what you're talking about. Again, audience control and content disclosure, turning on content disclosure. All right. Um, Thank you so much. It took me 3 weeks of going live to hit 1K followers from there we go. Oh, Moonflower, that's good. That was good, friend. Can you say the age old can we say the age older than 18? Can we say it? What do you mean, friend? You can say it. Yeah, you can say it, but turn on that feature to make sure that and allowed to come in the room. Every now and then you'll get someone who says they're younger, but for the most part, you don't see that. Show me where to find it again. It's under setting. Before you start your live, you're clicking settings. Everything that I just talked about is under settings. Boards is under settings, audience control, and content disclosure. Okay, so boards, content disclosure, audience control, settings. Before you start your live, content disclosure, however, can be turned on while you're in the live. So if you hit the three dots while you're in the live and you're like, ooh, I didn't turn on my content disclosure, you could turn on while you're in the live. Audience control, you cannot. It's before you go live. Boards, you got to create before you go live. You can turn them on while you're in the live, but you got to have it already created. Okay. What about now? No longer a domain. What does that mean, friend? I missed what you meant, Ro Colette. Oh, you said the 1-800. Okay, yeah, I don't see it now. Look at you, friend. Awesome, awesome. Can we get it over? Yes. So I think that's it. Okay. Let's see. Okay, got you, friend. Okay, okay, perfect, perfect. Yeah, okay, I got you. All right. Awesome. Awesome. Great job. Okay. So, agency talk. Let me talk about the agency. And then, guys, make sure you guys, so what other questions that we have going on? Because I felt like there was a couple other questions that popped up and I said I was going to get back to. But let me go to the agency conversation next. So, a couple things. I am a Creator Network agency owner and manager. Um, the biggest thing that has happened, and I say this to people who are interested in the agency, TikTok just changed the rules for agencies in March. So we just went through the month of March. Thank you so much, Donna. And we saw Launch Your Income Agency, and we saw how it has impacted agencies. We saw a lot of violations come through because they're being very strict about quality and what your live stream should look like and what you should do and can and cannot do in your live stream. We saw a lot of so those violations came through. We saw where TikTok is now emphasizing the importance of creators in your agency to go live more hours, your duration, and how many days go live valid days. That's what they call them. So we're paying attention to those things. And so what I'm telling creators is that, and let me give a little bit of a backstory. You said I didn't get any. You didn't. Good job. We probably need to have a campaign for no violations this month. Hey, Chance the Rapper. So um we need to probably have a campaign for that because it's interesting how it's getting spread out amongst people in the agency. I was like, what in the world? So but yeah, so what I tell creators now is here's what I tell creators. Well, let me give backstory on TikTok. TikTok had 8 million creators go live over the course of I think 2025. I think that's how they use that number. 8 million creators went live. Of those 8 million, there's only 2,000 agencies, and of those 8 million, there's 300,000 that are with those agencies. Yeah, there's rules. There's quite a few rules you got to be aware of. And so keep in mind that the people in agencies are among an elite group. If you are obviously leveraging the agency correctly and making sure that you are getting the support that you need. Okay, so when you think about an agency, you want to make sure, hey, Coach Rhonda, You want to make sure that you are understanding some of the rules of engagement on a live stream, but you got to make sure you're going live because TikTok says, okay, you're with an agency, you're getting training, you're getting support, you're getting more information than the average person. So they want you all to be kind of the gold standard for what does it look like to go live and be consistent, but also making sure that you are um, that you're staying compliant. All right. So there's that piece of it. So what I talk about now, and I've been switching my tone. I didn't do as much recruiting in the month of March because I was trying to see how things were playing out with this new change. And what I've, my takeaway is that, and real quick, I'm going to go live on on the agency page. I'll bring the agency page in here in a second because it's not currently in here, but I'll be doing recruiting probably primarily there because I could put a link in the live where you can click it and apply instantly. So as opposed to me having to send you something. So that's the other thing about it too. But with that, what TikTok is saying that you have to go live a certain amount of time of the month, so 12 days at a minimum, and then you also want to make sure that you are going live for at least 15 hours out of the month. So those lives should be averaging anywhere between an hour to 90 minutes, if not more. All right. So keep that in mind. So you really are a live host. You're not someone who's just dipping in real quick and just saying, "Oh, what's up? What's going on?" And then you're gone. So you are engaging your viewers. You are connecting with people. All right. So you are being very intentional about what you're doing. All right, and so that's why I tell, is there a fee for services or a contract? You are, so TikTok pays you through the Scale Live Rewards. They take their percentages and then they use their percentages to pay the agency. So for creators, it's a free program. So you just do what you're doing in your live stream and you get the support. However, um, so there is a contract. My contract, actually, I've only made it currently 6 months. I'm probably going to extend it to a year, but we'll see. But right now, I'm only making them 6 months because I'm still trying to evaluate people because I can't keep people on my roster as long as I've done. Like earlier, when I first started, it was year-long contracts. I can't keep people on my rosters that aren't going live because you actually impact the agency's performance. All right. So I'm being very discerning and somewhat selective. Somewhat selective. I don't know if I'm going to be absolutely selective, but I am trying to bring in creators that want to do this, want to learn, want to grow, and want to be consistent. All right. So that's a big piece of it. So TikTok is now changing things in terms of how we operate. So I'm having to shift a little bit too in terms of what I'm doing and who I'm bringing into the agency. Thank you so much. I always got scammed for, oh my gosh, the other night from TikTok help in sales and Logan. Beware. Oh my gosh, be careful. Yeah, yeah. We talk about scammers. We've had a few people who have gotten scammed, so we talk about that quite a bit. I did a video, it's posted, that tell you about being careful about some of the different scams out there. So you can go live about everything like conversation, playing music. You can ish. You got to be careful about some of the things you do, but yeah, yeah, you can. I was on only 30 minutes and got kicked off. Oh, you said because of somebody you brought in the boxes? Yeah, yeah. So you got to be careful about that too. Um, hey, Mrs. Treetop. Hey, everybody coming in. I think I saw Coach Chantel. Thank you so much as well. How you doing, friend? Thank you so much for the support. Appreciate the support. Good morning. Good morning, Mrs. Treetop. See you, friend. Thank you so much, friend. Um, yes, so they changed the rules about static imaging music last week. Yeah, they did. That was probably, yeah, that's a big one. The static image is the main thing. You just can't, you got to be on the camera. So I'm assuming when you said that, I was thinking you were like doing DJ live. In my mind, I was picturing that. I didn't picture you just playing music and walking away. So let me make sure we're not talking about the same thing, because if that's the case, then you cannot do that. That you cannot do. Oh, look at you, Coach Chantel. Look at you, friend. I love it. You just leveled up. Was it, did I see that right? It leveled up to 29, wasn't it? I think you just did that, friend. Oh, congratulations. Big 29 in the room. Oh, wow. Congratulations, friend. I've been putting in work. I love to be part of the agency. Oh, look at you, Stephanie. Stephanie said, I got to do this. Because you are putting in a lot of work, Stephanie. You are, friend. Thank you so much, friend. Um, Look at you, leveled up to, look at you, 14. Thank you very much, friend RJ. Look at you. Congratulations to you as well. Y'all leveling up in the room. We're gonna talk about this. I didn't do my whole spiel about blue boxes. I've seen some of y'all come in. Level 29. Shit. Now you just showing off. Congratulations, friend. Level 29. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. Yes, she's been putting in the work. You said only in your room. You will. She should. Yes, she should. That's awesome. She is doing it. How does the limits on people I follow work? How does the limits, what does that mean, friend? Elizabeth, let me know what you meant by that. I'm not sure if I understand that correctly. The limits on people I follow. Oh, you're talking about like 200 a day? You only can follow 200 a day? Is that what you meant by that? Um, Congratulations. I'm still in awe of Coach Chantel. So she's doing it. Really quickly, let me make sure I shout her out real quick because she is one of the nicest live hosts. First of all, let me just say that. She's very kind, very thoughtful, very somebody who has like this nice, soothing way of communicating, but also sensitive to the room and what's going on. So she is a sweetheart, and she does yoga. So that's why you get that Zen feel from her. You get this very Zen, calming feel. So she is amazing. So definitely connect with her. I did a quick pop up on her the other day where we co-host, and so I want you guys just to know some good people in the agency, and she is one of them. He said you're the bee's knees. Thank you so much, friend. She is. I love her laugh. She's sunshine. She is. She is sunshine. That's a good word for her. Sunshine. So just know that that's something you want to connect with good people. Good people, and let me let y'all know what just happened. Okay, what's her name? I missed it. Let me pin her. Coach Chantel, what's your schedule? You going live today? You want to let me pin that comment. If you want to put a comment in on when you're going live, what time and time zone. But this is Coach Chantel. Um, when is the next time? Put your topic too. 'Cause she goes live. I think you changed things up on me a little bit. So I know she's going live. I don't think you do daily anymore. I think you were at one point. So just let us know. Um, Let me say this too about her as well, because what you just saw happen, she's a level 29, y'all. I'm just telling y'all. She's a level 29. 29 speaks volumes about her engagement on this app. I tell you guys, pay attention. I'm teaching you this because I want you guys to pay attention to how you're moving and what type of people you're interacting with. So 25 and above flies in the room. They get to fly in the room. She's 29, so she's been flying for a minute, y'all. 29 means that she's been going to other rooms to engage, and she's been engaging a lot. All right. She's been engaging a lot. And if y'all do the math, do all the numbers and stuff, y'all gonna understand what I mean by that. And so these are the people you want to pay attention to because she knows how to engage, she knows how to connect, and because of her engagement, she also understands what does that mean for her room to grow and what does that mean for her connecting with people that are intentionally interested in her topic. So just know that that's something you want to pay attention to as you're seeing how people are engaging and moving. Oh my gosh. Was it supposed to pop open? Was I supposed to do something? Was I supposed to shake the egg? I was holding it so still, so don't let the egg fall. I love that. Thank you so much, Moonflower. Congratulations to you as well, friend. You're level 12 now. You moved up too, friend. Look at y'all. I love it. Let me pin Coach Chantel. There you go, friend. Look at y'all. That's what you're doing. I love it. I love it. Um, you said, let's see. You said that was so cool. I was balancing my head like it was well, it was a basket on my head, y'all. It was a basket. I love it. You said, I'll get on my main account. Love it. Oh, that's what the number means. I see what the diamond means. Yes, I'm gonna share more because you're level 19. Yours is grayed out. So that means that you need to send a rose or get your daily heart me, something that's going to make it activated again. So TikTok will gray you out if you have been inactive for 7 days. So if you come to someone's room, grab their daily heartbeat, and you haven't been back for a whole week, you're great when you come back. So you want to make sure you stay active. You said, hi, new here. Welcome to the room, friend. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Moonflower. Appreciate you, friend. Oh, that was in your main account. That's what you were saying. Okay. That's why you said, let me get into my main account. Okay. Gotcha. Hey, girl, real quick, what's on your thank you so much, Cozy Scoop. Appreciate your friend. I think you joking, but I appreciate you being here, friend. All right, so agency talk. So let me go back to the agency talk real quick. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate you. This has more engagement. Okay, level 23. Gotcha, gotcha. I'm clocking it, friend. I'm clocking it. Thank you, friend. Okay, so as you are joining deciding on joining an agency, pick one that's best for you. There's not a list, there's not a database of any sort. You can search, you're going to have people reach out to you in the inbox. Recruiting, I don't do that type of recruiting. I should be, but I don't. um I mainly do it through obviously the live stream and supporting people in this way. And then word of mouth, you guys become part of the agency. You end up referring people and connecting more people. That with me. Thank you so much, friend. Welcome to the room. I did my third live yesterday. Congratulations, friend. How did it go? And so keep that in mind. So I don't do that. Hey, Jerry, how are you? I had two brands reach out to me in my inbox. Yes. Oh, that's good. I think because of the um, knitting niche, I'm assuming. Knitting brands, I'm assuming. Good business. That's good, friend. So with that, I'm fairly selective lately because I know TikTok, like I said, changed the rules. So I want to make sure you guys understand that to be a live host, that means you're going to try to be more consistent. You're going to commit to the process. It's a little bit of a growing pains. It's a learning curve, but as you do it, it gets easier. You got to pay attention to some of the technical things that TikTok has out there. You got to update your app, make sure your phone is a good quality, up to date type device, or your laptop or your tablet. So make sure all that matters. That is something we're kind of navigating lately because I know a lot of creators are paying attention to how they're performing in the live stream. And so pay attention to your device and connectivity. You also want to make sure there's some other things you want to pay attention to: your light, your sound, the quality of your setup and what you're doing in your live stream. And then obviously what you're saying and doing in your live stream is probably the main focus. Um, and so long story short, what I offer is training. I go live twice a day. So we do training here. I answer questions. We have a weekly meeting on Zoom where we go a little deeper with TikTok and the rules and all the things you want to be aware of. We ask questions there. Look at you. Appreciate your What was that? That's so cute. I love it. Spring bouquet. Appreciate that. Why do I have a gift box on the end? Never mind. Okay. Thank you so much. Yes, yes. So you see it. That tablet's not really working well. Okay, gotcha. Um, Yeah, tablets is different. I like phone. My tablet is used for YouTube. I'm not using it for TikTok. So I moved away from that idea that the tablet would be a better option. It wasn't for me, but some people love their tablets. When you say agency, do you mean join a creator when you go live? No, it's a program called um, the Creator Network Agency. It is under, I'm going to show you guys where we're looking at it from. So if you're on your profile and you click TikTok Studio and you're going to go to the live side, what's going on? TikTok is glitchy. Okay, we're going to go to the live side. I should restart it. And then you under Tools and Resources. If you click under Tools and Resources, be nice. It's glitching. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, we're talking about this program here, Join Creator Network. This is my shop page. It's not with an agency. So agency equals support, community, Zoom calls, one-on-one analytics. Yes. All the things. Thank you, Moonflower. I'm gonna pin your comment because Moonflower, she did a nice little summary. So I do one-on-one meetings with my creators. We call them live performance reviews, where we look at your analytics. We talk about your page, talk about what's going on. We also, I also do a Zoom call on Sundays that we meet. It's a standing meeting. We have a 6:30. We have a school platform. There's some resources there for you to kind of go look at and see what's there to kind of get you started, as well as ways to collaborate with other creators. And then we have the group chat messages here on TikTok that you will be invited into. And so all those things are available to you. It's just up to you to take advantage of it. I've had a couple creators, and I'm going to say this, y'all. I say it all the time. I don't control your live stream. What you do is your stream. I tell you things to kind of keep you out of trouble. It is free. It's a free program. Because it's free for you because TikTok pays you through your gifting and the engagement that happens in your live. And then TikTok takes their cut and they pay the agency with their cut. So TikTok pays you in the agency. And so really I don't control your live. I don't tell you how to do your live. I give you recommendations, I give you suggestions. It's up to you to take this and apply it and implement it in your way for your topic, for what you want to do. Now, if you make a conscious decision not to join meetings on Sundays, if you make a conscious decision not to schedule a one-on-one with me because the calendar's there, you can schedule it. If you make a conscious decision not to attend any of my lives ever, and you choose to make those decisions and you do your live and then you want to come back and say there's no support, I'm going to say you need to look at the man in the mirror. I'm just going to say that because there's plenty of support, but there's things that you're going to have to do to learn and grow and implement. All right. You're going to have to do some training. You're going to have to kind of figure out what the features are. I tell you all the things, so it's going to be up to you to do them. No agency is going to run your live for you. You're going to have to take that initiative. This is your live. So I've had a few people kind of join in that way. And I guess the mindset was like, oh, well, I'm going to sit here. And if nobody comes to my room, then they're not helping me. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. What rooms are you going to? What type of support are you seeking out? Where are you going to get support? So that to me is going to be on you. So I'm going to start talking about that more often because I don't think that should be your mindset that you just click the go live button and everybody should come flooding to you. And there's things that you're going to have to do to make sure you are cultivating those relationships, that you are being intentional about going out to meet and connect with people, and that you're getting the proper training and taking advantage of the resources and support that's being offered. Okay. I didn't see any of that on my Android phone. Are you using an iPhone? You didn't see any of that? Yeah, it is an iPhone, Lady Pink. It is. It is an iPhone. Um, you don't see the tools and resources screen at all? So yeah. Um, let's see, friends. You have to be accountable to do the things for yourself. You do. And you have to ask the questions. You have to ask the questions. Yep. Yep. Is the agency free? The agency is free. The agency is free. It's free. It's free. It is free. Yeah. I've said it a couple times. The reason why I said it like that is because I mean, I don't want you guys, anybody in the agency, have I asked you for anything. So if you want additional services from me, additional guidance, you can schedule a meeting. I do coaching, I do all the things. And so I'm available, but it's up to you if you want additional. The agency is a free service, and the agency is separate from my coaching, from my consultation appointments. That is a separate service that I offer. But yes, because TikTok gives you a profit for being on your team. TikTok pays you and TikTok pays the agency. Yep. There's definitely plenty of support. Thank you. You're welcome. Appreciate that, friend. Yep. And so your live stream is going to grow based on how you grow it. Now, let me be real. There are a lot of people in my agency on the roster that are still very new, and their rooms are slowly growing. And yeah, we'll leave it there. And so because of that, we're trying to figure out ways that they can improve and grow and build more visibility, more monetization, all the things. So we talk about that, and then again, it's just up to people in terms of how they implement some of this stuff. Yep. So that's how it works. Thank you so much. Can faceless pages go live? Yes, they can. Faceless can go live. I have a few. Moonflower. Moonflower is mainly first. Yeah, she just wrote that. I'm faceless. Yep. Yeah. So yeah, there's several people who are faceless. Especially Moonflower is a knitter, so she's showing you her knitting. She's faceless the whole time. Yep. I never know what to say. Oh, you do have to say something. You have to figure out who your audience is, who you're talking to. And so, Lady Pink, what was the no for? I missed your question, friend. What was the no for? Did I ask a follow-up question? Um, or you're talking about not seeing the tools and resources screen. When was the last time you updated your app? I would say maybe check to see if your app needs to be updated. Anybody in a room that's an Android, does it look different for you where the tools and resources are under the Live Center? Let me know if you guys see it a different way. Does she have TikTok Studio? She should. Yeah. Agency of free. Yes. Nope. But we do have a trip as a community. Yes, that's true. We do. We're doing an agency retreat. So we're doing that in June as well. So I'm excited about that, y'all. I am. I'm really excited. People are asking for funds for service. People are asking for funds for service. Creator network agencies are built on the model that I just talked about. So they shouldn't be asking for funds to be a part of their program. So I would say it's not a creator network agency. Maybe it's just an agency. So it's not under that program. If it is, if and TikTok Shop does offer TikTok Shop Partners program. They take a commission based off your sales of products, so they have a different compensation model. But yeah, Creator Network Agencies is based on TikTok's program, and you yeah, you don't monetize that. I mean, it's through TikTok's monetization that you are paid as an agency member. Um, thank you so much. Hey Star, how are you, friend? Nope, you haven't asked us for anything. You said, nope, I haven't asked y'all for anything. I ain't asked y'all for nothing. Not even your hand in marriage. I can't say it the way I want to say it. Y'all know, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. So yes. Let's see, friends. Good morning, good morning. Um, I have not. I even text her. I didn't hear from her. My friend did not message back, so I'm hoping she's okay. I have to ask Flourish. I don't. I know Flourish was going to reach out to. I'm sorry. How do I schedule? You probably already explained. How do I schedule? Schedule. Tell me what you mean by schedule, friend. In the beginning, if no one shows up to the live, it will still create highlights. Use the content. Yes, that's a great suggestion. I tell people use it all the time. Create content. Your live stream, if it's empty, my first live I did is on my YouTube channel. It is actually there. There was really nobody in that live. And I took that live stream and I made clips and I did 10 minutes or so videos on YouTube. And that's posted on my page right now as we speak. I need to go back and look at them. I ain't seen them in a while. But just know, yeah, that can be content and you can practice your messaging, what you want to share, and it's content you can use for your other platforms. All right. Or here on TikTok. But you have to get in the right agency though, because Dr. Doc is the best. Oh, thank you, friend. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate you all. My studio isn't there yet. Do you need a specific number of followers first? You know what? You might need to be here 7 days, friend. That might be why you don't see it. I'm assuming it ain't followers. I think it's your longevity. You're moving and shaking. TikTok's like, she too fast for us. She is moving too fast. But yeah, so I think that's what's happening. You probably just need to here to be your account needs to be a little older. That's what's going on. Do you make less with an agency? No, you actually make more. You actually make more. And you can ask people in the agency because what happens is now you have a different mindset and perspective about what you're doing in your live stream because you don't know what you don't know. And so the agency gives you training and gives you support. I give you tips and strategies here, but then I give you like some insider stuff that you guys get with our Zoom meetings and some other conversations. And then you got other people sharing their stories and what they're doing. And then you see them and how they're moving. And so now you're applying some of that stuff. So yeah, so you make more. You do make more. Um, I've had some phonies come into my inbox with agency contracts wanting 50%. Ooh, yeah. Those are, I'm assuming those are not, I don't know. I was about to say, I don't think they're created network agencies if they're coming into your inbox like that. You said I told her I have an Android and I can see it. Maybe she needs to update the app. Yes. Okay. So, friend, yeah, Lady Pink, you might need to update your app. That might be it. Um, I would only, yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. Yes. Let's see. Let's see. I was way off with comments. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Thank you so much. 100 minutes, Nico. Thank you so much. Are those partners even beneficial for creators? What partners, Tima? What you mean, friend? What partners were you talking about? You said, are those partners? What, you talking about for TikTok Shop? I think that's what you're talking about, TikTok Shop Partners Program. They're not necessarily beneficial for newbies. When you do the TikTok Shop Partners programs, the ones they have listed there, they're typically geared towards people who already know the basic understanding of TikTok Shops, because TikTok Shop is its own thing, and it is very complicated if you are new and you're gonna have to dive in and learn and do some of those videos and know how to post a shoppable video and do a shoppable live. They don't talk about the basics, so you got to know a little bit. And then what they'll talk about is getting samples, and they'll talk about some strategies for improving your content and getting more views and sales, and helping you know the campaigns that are happening and how to leverage those campaigns. But you got to still know how to do a video. You got to still know how to add products to your showcase. You got to still know how to pick products and other things like that. So in that way, it's not helpful for the beginner. It's almost more intermediate level. So if you're going to do shop, because you're like trying to get it to the next level, in my opinion. Um, Thank you so much, Moonflower. I appreciate you. So many on TikTok, you would think they have fixed that problem. Yeah, the scammers, yeah, it's bad. Yeah, the scammers are bad. Schedule with you to talk about a company. Thank you. Okay, schedule with me. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. If you want to do a one-on-one consultation, Elizabeth, click here. You can message me here, or you can message my Service Plus. It actually says one-on-one consultations. Message me there. I'm going to send you my page to do my one-on-ones with my stand store. So you can go there and schedule a one-on-one with me. Yeah, so that's what I would tell you. Yeah, the yellow box in the corner. Thank you, Stephanie. Someone said you're going live. Someone said if you're going live, you should have two accounts. I agree with that. I agree with that. I miss I saw Diamond, you caught my color purple reference. Diamond called it. Diamond's like, that was the color purple, wasn't it? I just like that the comments run slow. Your comments, what you mean, friend? In the chat, maybe it's me. Um Today I feel like I'm a little bit more in the comments too. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you all coming through. Um, if you're going live, it's best to be under an agency rather than going solo. If you plan on going live, here's what I would tell you to do. If you've gone live for, I was going to say 2 weeks, 14 days, 14 days. The first 14 days of going live, I would say it could be less. It could probably be 7. Because what's going to happen is if you're starting to go live and you're being consistent, and maybe you're going daily and you're going every day, and you're going to start getting agencies to come in your live and say, hey, join our agency. They're going to be in your inbox. So that's what's going to happen to you too, depending on how your live is structured. Like if you're someone who seems like you're like trying to make a go at this and you have potential, you're going to have people in your inbox. That's what's going to happen. But I say that because in the beginning, you don't know what you don't know. So you might want to have an agency sooner and maybe give yourself 2 weeks to kind of do some research and be a little bit more discerning and make a decision if you want to join an agency and kind of know a little bit about them before you get too far down a path where you're like, oh, I you could have been doing some more things, like maybe some more campaigns. You could have been doing things differently in terms of your engagement strategy. There's some things you don't know. And so then you're like, oh, wow, I've been doing this for the last 30 days, 6 months. Who knows how long you've been doing it? And you could have been doing things better. Um, and so just keep that in mind. So an agency sooner in the process could work, could be helpful. Um, So yeah, I would say you definitely don't want to go too far along before you get an agency, because I think in most cases agencies are good, but you just have to be very discerning. Okay. You said campaigns got me sick. You said they got you sick. Black Lotus, what you mean by that? You are rocking and rolling, friend. You are leading the leaderboard. She is doing her thing. Thank you for being in the comments today. You are so welcome. I stay in the comments, friend. I do. I try my best to. Does the agency, let's see, help you with learning the TikTok shop? Hope to post ads. My agency is not a TikTok shop agency. So that is a different program. So I tell people that all the time. I'm probably going to look into it because I get the question quite a bit, but it is a different type program. So I just want to be cognizant of, if I do it, what does it look like? Janelle, thank you so much for being here. If you're going live, so yeah, so that's what I would tell you. Other questions, if I missed your question, I apologize, you all. No, I like the campaigns I'm having. You're having, you're doing good, friend. You said this information has been amazing. You're so sweet. Thank you, friend. God sent Dr. Lisa on my second day on TikTok. Look, you friend. RJ said, RJ, what day are you on, friend? What day? How many days have you been going live? I mean, been going on TikTok. Have you gone live yet? What did you say? Did you go live yet? You said, good morning. How you doing, digital? Friend, I appreciate you being here. I see a lot of people get violations for giving opinions. TikTok says needs to be facts. Yeah, TikTok is it the misinformation. Ooh, I've seen it. I've seen people get that violation in the agency. The misinformation one. So yeah, you got to be careful about what you say, and be careful, be colorful in terms of name dropping. Okay? Don't say names, especially political names. You guys reading between my lines. Try not to. All right? So be very colorful about how you describe things, but don't say names. All right? Because when you start saying names and any of the associated names, you're going to get yourself in trouble. So be careful. You want to be as careful and tactful as possible. Thank you so much, Don. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here, friend. Can you advise me to an agency who focuses on TikTok shop? I can't. Sorry, friend. I really don't. I don't know of one that I would recommend. I see a lot of people get violations for giving a, okay, yeah, I read that one. Yeah, so no, I don't have one that I would recommend. Like I said, the ones that I am aware of, I don't know them to be for beginner friendly. And and it depends on what you're looking for. So I don't know one that I would recommend. So I would definitely do your research. Go once you get TikTok Shop. There's going to be some top partners programs. What is it called? TikTok Shop partners agencies. Some top ones that they have in the app. Maybe research those. But like I said, I know them to be a little bit more for intermediate to advanced shop host. And so you just got to be prepared to kind of jump in and, hopefully you're able to do well. All right. Let's see. Um, you said no, not yet. So scared. You're still scared, friend. That's okay. You'll get there. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Can you see when someone in the chat when you are live? Yeah, I see comments. Thank you all. Was it Risa? Thank you so much for being here. I see comments. I do see people. I do see your comments. I see you guys people who are coming into the live because they're flying in. I can go and look at the number of people in the room and see who's in the room like that. I see people who potentially are on the outside and they're listening. And so TikTok will give you like indicators that maybe they're listening on the outside. Hey, friend, how you doing? Welcome back to the room. TikTok gives a lot of violations. Can you speak of those that they give violations for? Michelle, yes. Let me talk about that. Actually, let me explain it a little bit better too, because um, oftentimes people are confusing violations and restrictions. So I'm going to explain the two. So we'll go there. And I didn't finish my agency spill too, so I'll mention that. So yeah, oftentimes people are confusing what is a restriction and what is a violation. So I'd give the analogy that restrictions are like when you were in high school and you got that in-school detention. So once you got that in-school detention, you had to sit out. And so a restriction here on TikTok is that you're going live for that particular live. You are not going to get recommended to the For You feed. All right. So TikTok has restricted your visibility. Again, when you think about detention, you have to sit in a room. You can't have lunch. You have to go there after school or whatever the case may be. You're sitting in at this detention space. And so it's for that day, for that time, and it's over the next day. All right. So that is a restriction here on the live stream where you are not getting pushed out. You can appeal it. I tell people all the time to appeal. Every time you get a restriction, appeal it. You could potentially use the option to say, well, I don't know what I did wrong. And so because of that, TikTok may say, okay, you know what, you're a first time offender, you're good. We'll lift that restriction for the live. Okay, so that is something you want to kind of keep in mind. Restrictions come when maybe you're pushing people off the platform. That's when they send, like if you have, you're talking about your service outside the platform, maybe you're sharing a website or some other information, and TikTok says like, this sounds as if you're not keeping people here on TikTok. You're pushing them off the platform. So you got to be careful about that. So you will get a restriction for that. You'll get a restriction when you are talking about, hey, the follow for follow type thing. TikTok says you can't do that. You got to be careful and tactful about how you talk about the whole concept of following. All right. And so those are some of the common ones. You guys put in the chat if there's some others that you can think of, but those are some of the common restrictions. When it comes to violations, TikTok is given a little bit more violations. When it comes to, we talked about earlier about misinformation. You got to be careful about what you're saying. Conspiracy theories. You can't make it sound as if that is a known fact, especially if it's a conspiracy theory. So you got to be careful about how you talk about things. You can't talk about violent encounters and situations that may involve violence. So as you're talking about it, make sure you have your content disclosure on, but at the same time, try not to be as graphic as what happened in a situation or a story or something, or a personal account of something. So you got to be careful about that. You got to be careful about fraud and scamming. If it's too good to be true, then more than likely it is not true. And so you got to be careful about what you're saying in terms of claims of different things that you might have benefited from, and how you describe that, and how other people can benefit from it as well. So I say violations are similar to when you're in high school, you get suspended. All right. So they give you a suspension. You're, essentially what will happen is that you have to sit out for 3 to 5 to 7 days based on what you did. So violations are suspending. So you cannot go live during that time. All right. There's some violations surrounding commerce. So if you are selling and trying to sell products, especially designer products, you can't do that. Violations surrounding nudity and body exposure. You cannot do that as well. So if you have clothing on that looks a little revealing, put a jacket on, put a sweater on, because TikTok is like, you know what, you're showing entirely too much skin. Okay. So those things happen as well. And you gotta be careful about people who come up in your boxes, because if they're doing things, they're vaping or doing anything surrounding drinking, or they're showing body parts, TikTok will give you a restriction or a violation for their behavior. All right. So all those things you want to keep in mind as you are going live. They have been really, really strict as of late in terms of what they're saying that you can and can't do. We've seen more violations come through in the month of March that I have not seen the whole time I've been in the agency, and that's been almost a year now. So we're about 9 months in, and so again, this is TikTok's universe. They're trying to uphold community standards. They pushed out some new rules surrounding lives when it comes to safety standards and what's happening in live streams, and they're trying to really regulate some things. So we're seeing a lot more restrictions lately. So I just want you guys to be aware. Yes, the smoking and vape, yeah, is a no-no. Yes, it is. Yep, yep. It's a big no-no. That is good that you are cracking down on some of these things. It is. I think it is. I think it is going to be good over time, depending on the type of creators that it impacts. There's some creators where it's kind of like their live stream has done really well, and now these rules are kind of impeding a little bit. Um, so I think we got to figure out what the balance is so that people can continue to go live and build their community and do well without so many regulations. So I think there needs to be a balance to some of that stuff. But it's good overall. The other one that keeps popping up quite a bit is static image. That static image is really impacting a lot of creators. So TikTok says static image and low visual quality. Looking at clothes or lack thereof. Yes, yes, yeah. The nudity stuff is real. That is real. That is real. People do need to make some shifts with their attire. Yeah. Um, so yeah, the static image and low visual quality, that's popping up quite a bit because people are not on their live. Maybe that's it. They're not on their live. They're not on the screen. And so TikTok says, hey, if you have a live, then you need to be visual. Now, here's the problem with it. They do have a feature where it's called voice chat, and they've been given the violation there. So now they're saying, you know what? You just can't play TikTok's music. You have to have your mic turned on because people have been muting their mic and just playing the TikTok music. So TikTok's like, no, you got to be engaging and interacting. So your mic needs to be on. You need to be engaging with your viewers. You need to be talking or sharing music that's coming from your feed or something. There has to be something that's going on, and you just can't have sound looping over and over again. So there's some things that you got to be careful with on that end. And they're given that violation and they are shutting lives down. So they're ending them that way too. Why are people allowed to do tarot card reading? Their results are not really factual. The way those rooms are set up is like for entertainment purposes. So that's how those rooms are marketed and promoted as entertainment purposes. So, it's like anything. Like if you say, oh, okay. You're like, oh, okay. Really? But yeah, so it's like anything. Like you're here. I mean, for most live streams, you're here for either education, entertainment, or inspiration. So those are the three kind of pillars to being a live host. So you're here offering that support, and the tarot card readers are saying like, you know what? This is for entertainment purposes. If you read into this and feel as if this relates to you, then it's up to you in terms of how you use that information. So if I speak of my spiritual experience and I need to put for entertainment purposes on the board, no, 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 you wouldn't. Um, Content disclosure is going to put a label that says promotional live. Thank you so much, Regina. You reached level 10 in the room as well. So no, you don't have to put anything special. I would tell you to turn on your content disclosure. My spiritual folks, my tarot card reader folks, my money management folks. Okay, that's under settings. It's under settings. Yep. I would tell you to turn on your content disclosure. Turn on your audience control, 18 years and older, especially if you're like selling something and promoting a brand. Turn it on. Yeah. I would say turn it on just to be on the safe side. Um, some have told me I need to hop on and help people with their websites. Could that be considered? Um, I guess I'm not understanding the question. You said someone told you I need to hop on. Someone said they need to hop onto your live and help with their websites. Um, I'm not sure. To elsewhere and help with the website. And no, you were doing it or who were doing it as a mod? Star, how you doing, friend? How's everything going? Why would someone go live and then not interact as a mod? Someone go live and not interact as a mod. Um, Rochelle, I guess let me go back to your question real quick. I'm not understanding your question, but you're saying someone was, it sounds, I don't know, scam popped in my head, but I'm not sure if that's what you're saying. Like help people that have websites or offer advice to help them better. Is that what you're looking to do in your life? or did someone do that to you? Let me know. Are you what's the yes for, friend? I said two different things. Are you doing that service? Let's start with that. Is that the yes? You said I'm looking to do that. I do websites and SEO. So you do that. That is your service. Okay. And you're saying you want to help people and you want to promote your service on your live. So people who do that, you said I'm a professional. Okay. Good morning. I'm well, thank you. I'm doing well, friend. And we can't say the word link. You got to be careful about overusing that word, like link in bio, all that stuff. You can say it. It's the overuse of it. Um, Websites and helping people with their information and stuff. You are looking to promote your services. I think that's what I'm hearing you say. You guys have those services. You seems like two different people, Precious and Rochelle, have those type of services, and you want to tell people about your services and how you can help them in your live stream. You can talk about your services. I would encourage you to activate Service Plus. That's what you're going to do. You're going to talk about it. So long gone, and it literally is probably going to physically go away too, are the days where you can put a link in a bio and you can say, go to my link in my bio, and that's how you're going to get my services. They want you to use Service Plus now. They want to kind of monitor and regulate what type of ways people are getting people to who are promoting their services, and they want to use Service Plus. Now, TikTok does that for a couple of reasons. They can kind of monitor this, but they can also potentially get people to use Service Plus and also the video course service so that TikTok can monetize from that activity as well. And so if people want to use that, Service Plus would be the way to do it. So for my live, they don't take anything from me when I promote my live, and I'll pin my Service Plus card. And I'll talk about my one-on-one consultations. I'll talk about my coaching I offer. I'll talk about the agency. And so people can click this and then send me a message. It goes to the inbox. So you can click here, or you can click my hey Tressa, you can click my Service Plus symbol in the corner here. And so those are the ways that people can kind of get a hold of me and learn about the services I offer. I send them my webpage, and my other account has the Stand Store on it. And so appointments happen that way. So that's how I get and book appointments. So you could do that. You can absolutely do that. The Service Plus does have a community also where you can go and join a Discord. And so you can get information and strategy and support for how to leverage Service Plus. But that's the way you would do it. Um, okay, friends, sorry about that.